We are Group 5 from Professional English Class A. In this video, we will explain about foster social equity by answering 3 related questions. Before that, let me introduce the members of the Group 5. This is Maisela Apriani. She will explain about what are challenges of Indonesian public administration in foster social equity. This is Muhammad Fahmi Yusri Kadir. He will explain about current condition of foster social equity. And the last is Yolanda Riva Evangelina. She will explain about possible solutions to tackle the challenges of foster social equity. Okay, let's get to the point of this video. Talking about foster social equity. In Indonesia, we try to be able to give all citizens the right in obtaining public administration service. But has this been well? Our group took the full subsidy policy as an example of implementing social equity in public administration. Indonesia is one of the countries in the world where most of its domestic oil needs are still supported by the power of oil domestic. The oil imported by Indonesia is used by the public as fuel, which is commonly referred to as fuel oil. Fuel oil is a commodity that plays an important role in the Indonesian economy to support economic growth for the nation's future. The wealth of our resources owned by Indonesia during the New Order government and the desire of the government so that more and more citizens could enjoy the abundance of oil. A full subsidy policy was established. Subsidized oil product resulted in the price of oil is cheaper than the economic price, although the production costs incurred were very high. At the time, the government was still financially stable and this phenomenon continued until the oil deficit hit Indonesia as it is today. To realize the creation of foster social equity, this policy was created. But there are still challenges in making because this policy is still difficult to implement optimally. The challenge that Indonesia is experiencing is that the full subsidy policy is not on target, causing the booming use of fuel subsidies in Indonesia.
In the midst of soaring global prices, the government has made effort to reduce fuel prices so that they remain affordable for the public. The fuel subsidy and compensation budget for 2022 has also tripled from 1.525 trillion to 5.024 trillion. The policy of the Indonesian government to increase the price of fuel oil BBM is because around 17% of the fuel subsidy is enjoyed by the well-to-do group, or this fuel subsidy is mostly used by four-wheel financial private and not the target of the subsidy. For our group, we feel the policy issued by the government is very appropriate, and we feel the increasing the price of the fuel subsidy for this reason is very hasty in making decision, especially now that the people's income are decreasing because they are still having an effect on this COVID pandemic.
Provide possible solution to tackle the challenges. Consumption of subsidized fuels such as Pertalite source, especially after Pertamina decided to increase the price of Pertamax. The migration of vehicle owners who initially used Pertamax and then switched to Pertalite was inevitable. The central and regional government together with BAI keep inflation under control, especially food prices. The impact of the policy propagation needs to be anticipated. To protect the poor and vulnerable, the government provides an additional social assistance of 24.17 trillion to reduce poverty. In addition, the government will ensure the fuel stock remains safe until the end of the year by carrying out strict supervision of the distribution of fuel to the public. In order to maintain competitiveness in the field, synergy is carried out between the Polri and the regional government by strict definition of the food tax force in the distribution and price control, especially food prices, so that food inflation remains under control and there is no hoarding or price games. Maintain and supervise the BLT distribution process.
So that's our video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.